So, I mean, the easiest way to avoid this cultural understanding of Islam is that people study Islam from its direct sources as well as from Muslim scholars. So, people who are specialized in that. So, what culture really is I'm gonna follow what my parents taught me and what my parents and my uncles and my aunts and my friends and everyone else did. And it's like, well, where did they learn it from? Well, they just learned it from their parents and their uncles and their aunts and their friends. And okay, well, are any of is anyone in that area like knowledgeable and specialized and reads books and on any level? And if the answer is no, that's where the cultural understanding comes from. It's just like, well, this is kind of what we heard. It's kind of like hearsay. It's hearsay basically. We heard this from someone in our family somewhere, and this is kind of like what we did. Did you verify it? Did you check if like these are actual Islamic teachings? No. So it's almost like there's a difference between somebody saying, well, I when I get sick, I'm going to take the medicine that, my friends and family always told me that I should take. So if you get the flu, they always told me you should drink a cup of coffee. It's like, okay, that's interesting. But have you checked that with like any medical professionals who are actually like specialized in medicine and studied the human body? Do they also recommend that you just drink a cup of coffee like when you get the flu or you get sick or something like that? Oh no, that's not the case. Well, now you have basically a cultural understanding of medicine that you just kind of inherited, and you just keep passing it down throughout the generations. So to solve that problem, you go to people who are specialized. You go to doctors who actually study medicine, and they study the human body, and they read what other doctors have said. So that's really what it comes down to. Same thing with Islam. You go to people who are scholars, people who are specialized, and you say, well, what have 1400 years of Muslim scholarship, the people who are known and recognized, experts in this field, who are practicing, who pray, who are dedicated to the religion, what have these people said? Right? And when something in the cultural understanding of Islam contradicts what all these people have been saying, then you're like, oh, well, then now it's very clear to me which one is clear, like true Islam, and what is the cultural understanding of Islam, right? So just to give you a simple example, in some parts of the world, there are Muslims who, when they get married, they will, the bride's family or the bride is supposed to give an amount of money as a gift to the husband or to the husband's family. Now, this is in Hindu culture and in some other cultures in the world. But this, and they think like this is part of Islam. This is exactly the opposite, because Islam actually teaches that there's something called the mahr, or the dower, where the man is supposed to give it to the woman who he's marrying as a gift, as a bridal gift. Now, sometimes they flip it around and they say, okay, well, yes, the man gives it to the woman's family and she gets to keep this money. It's like, no, that's not the way it works. He has to give it to the woman. So people have ideas like this on all sorts of strange things, whether it comes to marriage or when it comes to divorce, or maybe sometimes when it comes to food, or sometimes even when it comes to prayer, or when it comes to something to do with fasting or any other part of Islam. So the simple way to, one is to just look out for it and to realize that, hey, not every single Muslim is a true ambassador of what the authentic teachings of Islam actually are. So you just kind of, you got to do a little peer review, got to do a little fact checking. And, you don't go to like Google to do fact checking. You don't necessarily go and ask like, oh, 2 or 3 of my Muslim friends that, I met at like, the Arab falafel shop, let me ask them, what Islam teaches. I mean, they can probably tell you some basics like that Muslims pray 5 times a day and kind of what prayer looks like. But if you want to like get clarity on something where people have misconceptions or it's a more of a difficult issue, it's just like medicine. You don't go and ask your friend, be like, hey, I have this really bad pain in my foot. What do you suggest I do? You wouldn't do that. If it's really bad and you want to make sure that you have a good assessment of it, you go and you ask someone who's specialized. So really seeking out knowledgeable, qualified, balanced Muslim scholars recognized by the greater Muslim community, people who have credentials, studied in Islamic university, those type of scholars, they're the ones who will help clarify what true Islam is or authentic Islam is from just a cultural understanding of Islam.